Hey, folks, welcome to another Cars, Music, and Movies podcast. We have a very, very special guest with us today. We have Reggie J. Couture, and he has a super cool Porsche Speedster he's going to talk to us about in just a little bit. I've seen it. A little shout out to Cars and Coffee LA. I've seen it there. It is a gem. I'm going to let Reggie talk to us a little bit about how he got into cars. He'll get into Sophia and everything that she is, which is a lot in all the good ways, and then maybe some music and film references too. So Reggie J. Couture, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Happy to be here, man. It's good to see you again, man. And thank you for always supporting us with the cars and the movie references, man. It's really cool. It's a really cool collaboration of movies, cars, style, music. I love it, man. I love it.
Well, let's get into it. We obviously, you and I both have the car bug. All these folks that we network with and we see and we shoot the breeze with at these functions, car meets and shows and everything, they got the bug. How did it start for you, man? I'd love to know.
You know, I'm a kid from Philly. You know, grew up shoveling snow, raking leaves, mowing lawns, hot summers, cold winters, and man, I was a movie buff. I always watch movies, and you know, I see the Beach Boys, you know, California Dreaming, the Mamas and the Papas, and I was like, man, every car I see, it's that Speedster. You know, always driving down PCH with the surfboard in the back, and I was like, man, one of these days, and who would think? You know, here I am in sunny Southern California with Sophia. And what happened was I was on a project about maybe 4 years ago. I had a client, or overseas client, who came in, and he stayed. We worked with him for about 10 months, and then when he went back to his country, you know, I had a briefcase full of money, so I decided this is what I want right here, and I went to a couple of different builders. I won't say too many people's names, but I went to a couple of different builders. You know, some really good ones, but the turnaround time was long. And then there was another one, the turnaround time was long, and they really weren't a good builder. And I happened to stumble across a guy named Doug Hawkins in Vista, California. He has a company called SoCal Speedsters. And his right-hand man, Chris is unbelievable. Chris is the guy. He's hands-on. He's the guy who connects the dots and crosses the T's and dots the I's. And man, the service, man, we hit it off, Doug and I hit it off. And not only that, I think with Doug, he enjoys building these cars. He has fun. He's not like, oh, this is just a job. He enjoys what he's doing, and you can see it. And he'll throw ideas like, hey, let's try this. Let's do this. Whereas most people are doing cookie cutters. Here's a black Speedster. Here's a red Speedster. Here's a slate gray Speedster. You know, it's a cookie cutter. And so when you go to these shows and everybody's got Speedsters, minus the colors, they all look the same. They all look the same. It's like going to a motorcycle event and everybody's got a black Harley. So I said I wanted something different. So I just did some research, and I would see different pieces on certain cars, and I like to have that part on my car, and I have this part and this part. And one of the things was I hated the tops. So like Fairy Porsche was amazing, but the tops on the Speedsters are ugly as hell. They clumpy, they look like this, and I was like, yo, that's not gonna work. But I love the 911 tops. So there's a guy, I think he's in Holland. His name is Daniel. He has a page. He has Instagram, Daniel356. And I saw his car, and it was just incredible. You know, he did the airbag. I wouldn't do the airbags, but he did airbags. He was just pimped out. But I saw his top, and his top was sleek. And I was like, okay, let me see if I can find someone to do that. And then I was watching an episode of Jay Leno's Garage, and the guy had built 356 silver with a black top, and he chopped the top. And I said, that looks hot. And so I said, let me see if my guy can do it. And everything that I approached Doug with and said, can we do this? Can we do this? Can we do this? He was able to do it. He was able, it wasn't easy either. So the wheels of my car are custom-made wheels because they don't make that wheel in a white wall. So that wheel was made. It was like, they put the white wall panel on the side of the wheel, and the Speedsters come with 15-inch rims. Mine has 16-inch rims because I wanted the tire and the rim to tuck under the fender to give it a more sleeker gangster look. So it looks like it's lowered but it's not really lower. It's like a visual effect. So my car never scrapes. Even though you see my car, it's super low, it never scrapes. Never scrapes.
Wow.
So just little bells and
Amazing.
whistles, little things that I wanted, the Bluetooth and heated seats, disc brakes. I wanted a fast motor, I got a 2110 motor in it, and I was like, well, every time I see somebody pop the back boot of their vehicle, the motor looks plain. The engine just looks plain. Like, yo, I want all chrome. So they did all chrome. Just little details, man. The devil's in the details. So that's how it came to be. Just had a vision, and Doug and Chris, they made it a reality, and I'm super pleased. I mean, the service is phenomenal. They did something for me that I know another manufacturer. My engine blew. My first engine. I leaked oil, engine locked, everything was a disaster. Had it towed, took it back down to San Diego, put a new motor in. The motor they put in is even better than the original motor. And it was like, your car, come get your car. Here's your keys. I don't think anybody else would have done that. Like they would have been like, that's
Yeah.
on you. And when he did that, I said, man, this guy's a stand up guy. He's solid. And it's crazy because I try to find people in LA to service my car, and they'll do it, but it's not really right. So last year, I had a tow truck come, take the car all the way down to Vista, just servicing it because I'd had it for about a year and a half, tweak some things, adjust some things, fix some things. Then I caught the train to Vista, California, went down there, jumped in an Uber, got to Chris's place and Doug's place, got my keys, and drove my car back from San Diego. And no issues. Like I ride with some cats who do not drive their car. You just see them where you saw me
Mm-hmm.
at Cars and Coffee. They'll get up, they'll drive
Mm-hmm.
the car to Cars and Coffee, and then they'll say, I got to go home. My wife says I got to be back by 12. I don't have
Okay.
those
Okay.
restraints. So, I'm free. So I drive my car. And, a lot of guys will say they don't want to drive that far, or, they don't want to get in an accident with it, and you're speaking things into the universe. Like, man, don't speak that, just be
Right.
positive.
Right.
So for me, I get on the road, and you saw my car, you saw it have that suitcase in the back, but it has the music in it, because I was like, what better thing to do than to ride down PCH with the mountains on the right and the ocean on the left and the sun in your face and the wind at your back and some good tunes. I mean, come on, Janis Joplin, Led Zeppelin, Doors, the Isley Brothers, and just take it all in, man. And that's my escape. That's my freedom. That's my freedom. And so we did the music. The music sounds impeccable. It's Bluetooth. In the evenings when it get a little nippy, it got heated seats. And it's a
Yeah.
joy. And the more that I drive it, the more that I like it. And the more that I drive it, the more I want to keep it, because I built the car to sell it. And the more I drive it, I'm going, I don't know if I'm going to sell my car now. So that's my
Yeah.
dilemma.
Amazing. What an amazing story and just background on Sophia. That was a great summary of Sophia. And I feel like we're getting to know her better. And hopefully all the viewers and listeners will get to see all the lovely pictures that you sent, giving you full credit for that. How old were you when you first just got bitten by the car bug? And you knew that was going to be part of your life?
Well, I when I was a kid, I had a poster of Tubbs and Crockett, Miami Vice, and they're sitting there, and in the middle they got the Daytona Spider Man, and I'm just like, Phil Collins is ringing in your head, and I was like,
Yep.
I want to be like those dudes. And then you see like James Dean and how he did his thing. He had the 550 and he had a 356. And again, I'm a Michael J. fan, so Michael J. Fox. I loved him in Doc Holliday. I loved that he had one. He was driving it, and I was like, man, this is the Cali car. This to me,
Yeah.
the 356 convertible is the California dreaming vehicle to me.
I would agree. Yours looks amazing. It looks like the original. Very cool. And is the official designation? It's 57356. Any other handles?
I would say tribute car. I don't like the term replica,
Tribute
so I
car.
would say a tribute car.
I want to make sure I'm using the right term too. Like I said,
Yeah.
because much respect to you and that car. It is a gem. And you said Doc Hollywood. as far as a film reference, because Michael J, as you said, was driving one in the film. And speaking of movies, I don't know if you heard this, because I came up with Miami Vice as well. I grew up with that show, and to me that
Yeah.
was the best thing on television. And still to this day, there hasn't really been anything to equal it. My humble opinion, just with the recipe, with the music, the visuals, really just kind of nailing that. Just the culture, the location, the pop culture at the time. It just kind of hit on all cylinders.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you heard, but the gentleman that directed Top Gun Maverick, among many other films, Joseph Kosinski, is bringing that film back. They're
Oh
doing
wow.
Miami Vice again, and they're doing it as a period piece. So circa 1985.
Oh wow.
They've got, yeah, and they've got Michael B. Jordan playing Tubbs and Austin Butler playing Crockett. Yeah.
Nice.
So that casting's confirmed, and I just recently found out myself. So I wanted to share that with you because I'm excited, because the director's got a great eye. I'm sure everybody behind it's going to try to nail that 1985 setting with all the production
Yes.
design and everything else. And so
Yes.
I would hope they're going to bring back some of the proper cars from back then too. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe a white
That'll be that'll be
Testarossa will show up,
yes.
or
Yes.
even even a
Rosa.
Daytona.
Yes. In
So
fact, yes, man.
the Daytona they used was a replica back in the day, but I mean,
Yeah,
imagine
but
if they go and spare no expense and get one of the real ones that was modified. There's a
and that was
couple,
a
I think,
beautiful
out there.
replica. It was a
It
beautiful
was.
replica.
It,
Looked amazing.
yeah,
It looked
absolutely.
amazing.
So, any other things that you would say? You mentioned some amazing artists out there. You mentioned Janis Joplin, and you mentioned Led Zeppelin. All of those are great for rocking out the great drive up the coast or wherever you're going. Um, any other films just with cars in general and soundtracks?
Eddie Murphy and 48 Hours, man.
Yeah, cool.
When I drive my car, what's interesting, and I might get up early and go somewhere and have breakfast on Sunset or go down to PCH. I really appreciate the love and the pleasure that people take just enjoying my car. Just they'll come over and talk and say thank you for sharing your car, thank you for coming out. Your car looks beautiful, and I didn't realize how many people really were just amazed by it the way I am. When I look at it, it looks like a piece of art to me. But that's just me. I
Oh yeah.
didn't think other people thought that I felt. They felt the same way that I felt. I feel like the lines are incredible. You can stand anywhere and on this car and in position of the car, and it's these beautiful lines that are just incredible. Like it's like it's like the curves and the hips of a beautiful woman. That's what that car looks
Mm.
like to me. It's incredible, and I just sometimes I'll be in a garage, right before a show, like the day before a show, I'll get the car ready, waxing or whatever, and sometimes I'll just sit there and I'll just look at the car and just stare at it like it's a piece of art, like I'm in a museum looking at a painting hanging on a wall. So that's what I've been noticing a lot, over the last 6-7 months, like how much I adore the car and how it looks, just as far as aesthetics, like just the look, and then to get out and drive it, and then get the response from people who say, "Oh, your car's beautiful. Oh my God," that it's like every day is like a parade. So it's nice.
I agree with you. I mean, I think I've seen it in person. I think it is a piece of art. Like I said, we're hopefully going to have some images up here that pay tribute to it. And the one thing I want to know, and if you already said it, pardon me for not picking up on that, but do you remember how old you were or when it was that moment, the seminal moment when you first saw that shape, when you first saw the 356 in person, and you were like, "Bam, I'm having that someday." Do you
I was
remember
a I
that
was
moment?
I was a kid. Back if I lived in Philly, and I would always watch the old beach. I'm dating myself. The old beach blanket bingo movies. So Frankie
All right.
Avalon and Netflix. So I'm totally dating myself. But all of those beach culture movies, man, and cats having the speedsters and stuff. I just said, man, that just looks so cool. Like that is so cool, and that's what nailed it. But it was a movie called Takers. I think Paul Walker was there, Idris Elba, and it was they were burglars, jackers. But I believe Paul Walker. I don't know if it's Paul Walker, but someone in the movie had a silver one like mine. And I remember seeing the scene in Takers. I saw the car, and I was just like, damn, that's hot. a hot car. I said, man, I wonder what it'd be like to have a car like that. And here we are.
Well, yeah, it's an intoxicating car. You scored, man. And
Thank you, brother.
and props to the people who built it, who you mentioned, and yeah, just congrats all around. I can't wait to see it in person again soon.
Oh, absolutely. You tell me where you're going to be and I will show up. How's that?
That sounds good, man. That sounds good. We should do that before too long.
Let's
And
do it.
yeah, I thank you so much for joining us this morning. But if there's anything else that you want the folks to know, feel free to throw that in there. But I so appreciate you being with us, Reggie. It's been a
I'll say
treat.
this. All you guys who have these beautiful cars, drive them. Don't make them
Yes.
trailer queens. Drive your car, man. It's a joy driving a car, with especially with the old technology. Like like I don't have power steering. I don't have power like that's driving a car, stick shift, like enjoy it. Become one with the car. That's part of it. Feel every bump. Feel the tightness of the steering wheel. Feel every turn, man. Enjoy it. Enjoy the car. Enjoy the car. So drive your cars. Don't just sit on there and take them to the show and then put it in the garage. Drive your car. You'll have more fun.
I love that advice. Too many screens out there. Let's go back to analog. You know? Got to
Right.
do it. Way better connection. Awesome. Well, Reggie J. Couture, you've been an A-list guest, man. We appreciate you coming on here. I love your car. Like I said, I can't wait to see it again in person. And I hope we can talk again soon. We'll get another video up there on YouTube with you and me talking, and we'll get the car. We'll get it all on video.
Totally cool with that. Let's do it, man. And I'll see you soon. Like I said, when you hit those streets.
Sounds good. I love it, man. Well, have a great one and be well, and I will shout at you again soon.
Yes, yes. See you soon.
We are out, folks.
Ciao, ciao.